Well, welcome back, my friends, to the Purple Essence by Evelyn channel, your one stop place for aging well. I love to help you look, feel, and be royal from the inside out. And you may know that one of the things I teach about is healthy eating and having those balanced meals. And it's so important in that process of aging well. So, as you can see, I am not alone today. I have a very special guest, Robin Garcia from Pampered Chef. And I'm so excited to have her here. She's going to walk us through a couple of things here that we can do to just add more flavor to our lives. So, hi, Robin.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, I'm so excited of doing this. So I will tell you all, this is the first time ever for Robin and I doing something like this. So we're both excited to bring you some joy and some fun, and some fun that you can do in your kitchen. I know I love the Pampered Chef tools, and she's going to share some wonderful things with us today. And I'm sure there's going to be some things I don't have yet. So I can't wait to see everything that she's sharing. So Robin, tell us first, how did you get into Pampered Chef? You have a really fun story about, takeout, drive-through.
I was unfortunately a drive-through queen. It's embarrassing to admit, but I was. I'm now a former drive-through queen. I kind of did a disservice to children, but luckily they're healthy and happy, and they still love me. I did not go. Well, I had been invited in the past to go to pamper parties, and I was just like, yeah, no. Like, are you serious? I don't have time for this. And I finally went to one. A friend of mine from work, I'm a retired teacher, by the way, kept inviting me. And I just said, you know what? Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to sit in the back. I'm going to be real quiet. Because actually, that's kind of how I am and stuff. And I saw the consultant do her thing. And then you got to taste the food. And I was just like, wait a minute, that was not hard. I mean, my brain was like thinking, I was like, wait, what I just witnessed and what I just tasted are like pretty darn good. And so it took me a good 6 months. In my brain was going, just join to like get the tools at a discount. Not, yeah, could I make some money? Sure. The community, sure. But I was like, okay, I need those tools. I don't need them, I don't want to pay full price for them. And 6 months in my brain, I swear it's like a ping pong ball. Don't do it, do it, do it, don't do it. And I did. And I want to tell you, one of the best decisions I ever made. And I finally started cooking for real. I was 50 years old when I finally started cooking. That's a there. But you know what? I'm more than made up for it.
There you go. Great. So when you came in for the tools because you wanted to get the products for at wholesale price.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't come in to do it as a business to teach other women. How did you flip that?
I was like there, I don't know about your company, but Pampered Chef, every month, if you sell a certain amount, they have like a little carrot they dangle. And, sometimes it's something that I really wanted. Sometimes it was something I was like, yeah, whatever. And if it was something I really wanted, then I put an effort into this, to try to book those parties, to try to make those connections. I know that sounds terrible. I'm not
That
gonna,
yeah, that's why those carrots work.
at the beginning, it was kind of like all about me, but thank God it has turned into all about them. Because I've seen what the business can do. I've seen what healthy eating can do. I feel so much better that I'm not, loaded down with the junk food that it once was. So time just, kind of went on, and I kind of like, again, was the hobbyist because I was still teaching. And then it was so bizarre. Like one day I just was like, I'm like sitting on this gold mine, right? This business of mine that can make a difference. And I just like a light bulb went off. It's so weird because, I mean, I knew this, but I don't know why I didn't take advantage. And I finally was like, that's it. I want to spread the joy that I have now that I do enjoy cooking. Some people are like, I don't like to cook, but at least I got some tools, to make the process a little better. But I love cooking. I love mealtime. I love the family around the table. I like to show people that the drive-through doesn't have to be the only way to go. I know you're busy because I was busy, and that was my bad. Three boys, two of them were in like select baseball, so we were going all over the place. But honestly, if I would have just stopped and did a little bit of research, like prepping meals, slow cooker meals, freezer meals, could have been a little different. Live and learn. So
Exactly. And when you know better, you do better. So there you
yeah,
go. Yeah.
just that knowledge along so others
Yeah.
can be like, okay, that makes a little, maybe it helps a bit. So yeah, I just, when that light bulb went off, I was like, no, I love what I do. I love my community. It is so fun. And, getting paid is just like, the icing on the cake.
Right. Right. Love that. Okay, so you have a couple of things that you're gonna make for us today. Too
I,
bad we can't taste it.
I know. I'm sorry because they're going to be so good. So
You will show us how we can duplicate it in our own kitchen. So there we go.
yeah, yes. Okay, well, okay, if you have an air fryer, I'm going to make a personalized pizza. And I'm going to show you our brand new air fryer. I don't know if you have our old one, but this one like kicks that baby to the curb. I thought the first one was fabulous. OMG with this new one. It's amazing. So I'm gonna do hopefully not too much of a shaky cam, but I'm gonna move you over this way so we can see it real quick. Okay. So this one, the other air fryer was pretty much the same height, but it was like so much thinner. And it worked really well. It was a fabulous tool, but you had to kind of like do things in batches because you could only get so much in that air fryer. Hold the phone on this baby. You can get so much. Okay, you got to check this out. Okay, so here it is, and it's actually two separate things. Down here is your air fryer. Up here is an oven. Yeah, it's amazing. This is called the deluxe air fryer and oven. They call it the DAFO for short because we like to give everything nicknames. So this is the DAFO. It comes with a couple of these wire racks. It comes with this rack up here. It comes with another black tray to do other goodies on. And then we have some accessories to go with it. And this is one of them. This is what you would use if you're going to do a pizza. So we're going to use this to do the pizza.
So accustomed to my pizza stone.
Yeah, you know what? You could use, we actually have, there is a new that'll fit in here perfectly.
Got it.
So yes, stoneware lovers.
Yeah.
Choice. It is amazing. Okay, so like we're only going to use the top. What I can do, if you can see these little knobs right here, you just do that, and then you can open to the section that you need. You don't have to pull the whole thing down if you don't want to. And in the back, the cord wrapped up, which I liked because our old fryer, it was either plugged in and on, or you unplugged it and it was turned off and there was no cord wrap. I know that sounds weird, but for someone who does not have a lot of space in her kitchen, cord wraps are fabulous. Okay, so let's put in. Move it just a little bit, and I'm going to turn it the other way in a minute.
And so while you're doing that, question, you cook two things at once? You can use the air fryer and the oven at the same time?
You can, and not only that, you can sync function. So like say I was going to do something up here for 30 minutes, something down here for 20 minutes, you can sync it and this baby's going to have them ready at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right?
Harry,
I know, it's amazing. Okay, so it's plugged in. So you hit this button. Yeah, you can see the button down there. And I love that. It starts with "Let's get cooking." That's our hashtag or tagline or whatever. It will default down here to the air fryer setting, which is not a big deal. You can do a custom setting. You can air fry, conventional oven. You can do a roast, a reheat. keep warm, dehydrate, or heat and crisp. And then right here is the sink. If I wanted to use both, I would hit that. And then I would just program, hit this button, and then it would tell me when it's ready for me to add the food.
Okay.
And then up here, if I want the oven, which I do today, so I'm going to hit top. Then it comes up here, and I have, again, custom. I have toast. Okay, this is going to sound really bizarre. I know I could have a toaster, but you know what? Like I said, my kitchen's small, so the fewer products I have, the better. And actually, I got rid of my toaster eons ago when we had the other air fryer because I would make toast in it. This baby will ask you, like, what, let me see. If I want to do toast here, real quick. Okay, come on, toast. Talk to me. Okay, so if I hit toast, it'll ask for the shade, like how toasted do you want, and it asks you for how many slices.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it will do its thing. Okay, so we want pizza. Okay, I'm sorry. Custom toast. You could do pizza, bake, stone bake. There's yours. Broil and reheat.
Huh.
Okay, so I want pizza. So I'm going to hit pizza. I'm going to hit this once. And then it defaults to 11 minutes. We only need 8. So we're just going to take the knob and dial it down.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it again. And it's going to say reheat. So I'm going to turn it this way so it can actually do its job when we're ready.
Okay.
Okay, so now let me move you back this way. Okay, so now we're going to use the recipe that I have actually is for like 3 pizzas, and I'm not making 3, so I'm just gonna kind of eyeball the ingredients.
Sure.
Some marinara sauce. Put it in one of our 1-cup prep bowls. Don't need a ton. Probably got too much, but that's okay. And we're gonna add this new spice. It's called Crunchy Garlic Crisp.
Oh, yeah.
It is really good. I'm going to use a half of a teaspoon because we don't need that much. Okay, and then just do this. Stir it around. Okay, I'm going to set it to the side for just a moment. And now let's get our cheese ready to roll. I don't know about you, Miss Evelyn, but I like to grate my own cheese.
Absolutely.
Yes, because you know, pre-shredded cheese has the preservatives.
Exactly.
Yeah, it has stuff in there that you're like, I don't even know how to pronounce that, let alone what is it. And
Got light Cody stuff on there too. It's like,
yeah, it has cellulose.
oh, cellulose. Oh, that.
Yeah,
Oh,
cellulose because cheese is sticky.
so a little bit of sugar then, because
Uh-huh.
yeah, the
Cellulose is actually wood shavings. And that is so the cheese doesn't stick together because you know how cheese is. It's very sticky.
right,
It's
exactly.
really unattractive to go get a bag of cheese that was all clumped together.
Right, sure.
So put that in there, and that your body just doesn't.
Yeah. Why? Why?
And you can do this yourself. Like, okay, this is, by the way, this is Gouda because I thought I had some mozzarella, but I don't. And you know what? It's okay because Gouda is good.
I love Gouda. I love it. I never heard that. Gouda is good.
Okay, this is one of my, okay, we have like, how many do we have? 2. Okay, this is our coarse cheese grater. Then we have one that is a double. It's got a coarse side and like a finer side. But this one's my favorite. Do I know why? I don't. It just is. Got a guard on here because those blades are sharp. And you can either grate your cheese like with it standing up, or if you want, you can open it and do it like over a bowl.
Sure.
Again, this is my preferred. Who knows why? And here's a food holder. All of these pieces, everything can go in the dishwasher. If that's your jam, it's my jam. I love my dishwasher.
Yes.
And even if you were to have like the big brick of cheese, I don't ever recommend. I know you can be careful just holding the cheese with your hand and going like that. Because, and I'm going to gross you out for just a moment. A friend of mine, I guess she just wasn't paying attention for a moment, and she grated her thumb.
Only takes a few seconds. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
all it takes is a second for you to that attention span to go somewhere, and it was nasty, and she felt the need to show it to me, and I was like, why? Like, are you crazy? Okay, I'll get off that. Okay, if you heard, I don't know if you heard the little beep beep, it beep beep.
Okay.
Okay, it's telling me it's ready, but that's okay. So now I've got my cheese, and my fur baby is down here because he knows when I grate cheese, he's like, I'm
Oh,
getting
let me get some.
yes. He's got a very discerning
I
taste.
missed that. You put the cheese in that little container.
I put it right in here. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
And
no, that's okay. And then you press that in, and now you're grating. Okay.
yeah, now you're adding like a little bit of
Right.
pressure.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then notice how what I'm doing with my hand, I am going up on these blades because want, I don't want this stuff in my sink. I have an old home with old pipes
Okay.
and
Right.
I want to keep my pipes healthy. As long as you go up, you're
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
You go down,
Oh,
you're
problem.
gonna have a problem.
Exactly.
So now, hold on, I have to give Loki. I tell you, he's my fourth child, and my human children will tell you that I love him better. Sometimes I'm like, why? I wonder why that is, huh? And then sometimes I'm like, no, I love y'all equally. Okay, I've got some naan bread that I got from our local grocery store. I love our store. It's called HEB. It's like the best. They've got really good stuff. Of course, they got the junky stuff too, but really good stuff. And so now let's build the pizza, and then we will pop it in the air fryer. Okay, so I'm gonna just pop off. Maybe I did make too much. This is good. Excuse me.
I'm impressed from drive-through queen to now being able to just eyeball what you need. You're not even pre-measuring anything.
I know, isn't that amazing?
Yes.
Never would I ever thought I would ever do anything like this. Like that would have been crazy talk. I'd be like, you're just delirious. Okay, so now let's spread our cheese.
So if you need a really quick and easy lunch or even a snack, this would do it.
Yeah, this is like it really is quick. And then if you weren't talking to somebody, and two, you had prepped ahead some stuff,
Sure.
you would just pop this baby together and it'd be done in no time.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to add a couple of pepperoni.
And of course, you can add any type of toppings you would want.
Yeah, yes. And I like
veggie.
Yeah. I did a vegetarian because I observed the Friday. So we did that. It was really good. Okay, now we need a little bit of ricotta cheese because that's always fun. Just a couple of dollops, or however many you want, honestly. You could do whatever you wanted. It's your pizza. Yeah. Okay, now there is that. Put it on this
little pizza. Yeah. Okay.
Open this baby.
Oh, so you're doing it in the oven, not the air fryer portion.
Okay. Oven. And then I'm going to hit this button. So now it's already starting and it's counting down.
From 8 minutes.
Yes.
8-minute pizza. Okay.
Okay. Hang on. Let me just get this out.
Sure. And if any of our audience listeners here are thinking, oh, I would love an air fryer, but it may not be in my price range, you've got options of how they can get it. Like maybe
we most certainly do. They could host their own party and get it 50% off. They could start their own Pampered Chef journey and possibly, well, actually, the air fryer is in one of the startup kits.
There you go.
Yes, that would be fabulous. So thank you for mentioning that. Okay, before we move on to
California and you're in Texas, and you would do online parties, I'm thinking.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I do in person. I do online. We do 15-minute messenger parties.
Okay.
all sorts of ways.
Yeah. So there's lots of ways for them to get that.
Mhm. Exactly. Okay, really quickly before we move on to the fruit, because we're going to make this really good fruit salad, there's going to be a drizzle that we put on the pizza when it's done. We're going to use that crunchy garlic crisp, and we're going to use a little bit of honey.
Okay.
Okay, now what did I do with my spoon? Okay, I have more. Okay, so that, okay, put about half a tablespoon, and then we're going to do probably 1 tablespoon. This is a half. Okay. And our fruit that we're going to do, we're going to make it's just really good and it's so refreshing. It's got strawberries, kiwi, grapes, pineapple, and then it has a honey lime drizzle that goes on it. And it's really good.
That's perfect for spring and summer.
Right? It is perfect. Okay. So this will go on this. So we'll just set it aside. So it's just those two things, the honey and the garlic crisp. Okay, so now we're going to use one of my favorite bowls. And this is like perfect for summertime. This is an insulated bowl. It will keep your food cool or warm, depending on how you use it, for a good 3 to 4 hours.
Okay.
And what I love about it, I know this is probably silly again, but I love this. You can put the lid like right there. It has this little hook
Oh, cool.
and it just goes like there. Isn't that amazing?
Perfect.
I know, it's crazy. Okay, so I have our strawberries. Let's see, it's on your way. And our kiwi. Let's see, let's do it like that. Okay, we're going to use one of our really fun tools called the, what is it called? Cut slicer. We have a slice this, a slice that, a quick this, you know. So we're going to use this. Yes, I know I could get my knife and I could go da 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 da. I want something that's going to make the da 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 go much faster. You know,
Absolutely.
my life easier.
Quick and easy.
So 2 pieces again can go in the dishwasher. Oh, really quickly, this baby needs to be hand washed.
Oh, good to know.
But it is worth it. Okay, the blades are right there. They're really sharp, so you want to be careful. And then all you do is you just go like that. Add a little pressure.
Oh my God. Just stack them like that even.
Yeah, just like that. And then take your base and that pops the food up.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
That's newer than what I have.
Is.
I have the older version.
This this one came out not this spring. It was either last spring or maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Update it. Hmm.
exactly. Okay, one more. My kiwi, not like the softest because it's seasoned, but it'll be okay. Okay, so put all that in there. And now, let me get this cleaned off a little bit. Now we're going to do the grapes. And again, I have a nifty little tool that's going to make it go just so much faster and so easy. We got this little thing here. You turn, I swear, it looks like an alien to me.
I was gonna say it looks like my smoke alarm.
There you go. It's called
Holes.
yeah, cut. And it has spring form at the bottom, spring form at the top.
Okay.
Then you put, this is the beauty of it. You have multiple things to cut. You put them all here at one time. And then you get your knife.
Oh, you do need a knife. Okay.
Yeah, this is one of our coated knives. And actually the close and cut and then come together. And then we've got, I don't know, like 8 or 9 coated knives. You can get them together or they can be purchased separately. And then what you do is right here on the lip, put the knife right there, close it, and then just cut.
Can you do that with like sandwiches or bread or?
Do it with bread. You could do it with bagels. You could. This is actually the coolest thing, in my opinion, that you can do it with are those like gargantuan chicken breasts. You
Oh,
can buy chicken breasts because sometimes you don't need all that chicken, so you just pop it in here, boom, and it just two
I've
pieces.
never seen that.
I know, right? That is amazing. Okay, so now let's get okay pineapple. I don't know about you, girlfriend, but I never in my life would ever purchase a fresh pineapple because I was like, how do you get the good stuff out? So, of course, once I found Pampered Chef, I was like, oh, no, the pineapple wedger. This thing is amazing.
It's like a gigantic apple cutter, like an
Yeah,
apple cutter.
yes, exactly.
Huh.
Okay, we're going to use that big knife again. We're going to take off the top,
Hmm.
take off the bottom. And then I will say before you use the wedger, you could use it just like this and go like that. It's so much easier. Just I think, and my brain can't think right now. Just your vantage point, not having to use your muscles like crazy. Cut it in half and
Okay.
do it twice.
Oh, I see. Right, right.
Yeah, because it's just so easier to do
Sure.
it that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so need. We really don't even need like all of this, but okay, there's that. I thought, let me show you. I know again, you're going to be like, girlfriend, you like the weirdest stuff. I do. These are the best. These are oven mitts. They're not oven. I mean, they're not oven mitts. Pardon me. Slap myself silly. They're oven gloves.
Right. Okay.
So stinking cool. Okay, they're really big, but just pull them down until they're like right there with your fingers.
Sure.
And they're so much better because you have that range of motion.
Right.
And there's a right here on this part, really reinforced so you don't burn yourself.
Sure.
And they are so much better than mitts because with mitts, you only had the thumb you could move and
Right.
you all these working together.
Right.
Okay, so let's
I
take this.
remember having to have those special gloves for they weren't like that, and of course they did update it because the stoneware gets to be really hot.
Oh yeah, I
And
got
then also the wonderful barbecue gloves or mitts. I don't remember if they were gloves or mitts because I
it. Mhm.
haven't used them in years. But I loved how long they were, how they really went up to your elbow, and so it was really perfect for all of the
Yeah,
barbecue.
that is the oven mitts are really nice. They don't come up that high, but they're really good. But I like those for the actual oven because I have a lot of room to move my hands and stuff. But when you're talking about the air fryer, you don't have that much space to do your thing, and it makes it easier to be able to move on with stuff. Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to drizzle this on there and add the basil, and then we'll show you what that looks like.
Yeah, I noticed that hot honey has been like the latest fad the last few years for pizza. It really does make it really tasty. I do like it.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that I usually do my meal planning. I always have on the refrigerator like what we're having for the whole week. And
Um,
I really kind of reserved today because I'm like, I could do salmon tacos, but I might want to wait and see what you're cooking. Out to Trader Joe's, pick up the ingredients and make it.
All right, so this is the pizza. It is done. So you just put on the stuff,
Yeah.
add the basil if you like basil, which I do, and it's ready to go. It's so good.
So a family can do that, and each person, especially the children, getting them involved in healthy meals, they can all come together and put their own toppings on their pizza. and it
Ex-
just makes totally personalized pizza.
ex- Yes.
And when you get the kids involved, they'll with the healthy eating, they then they tend to eat better.
Not only that, it helps them with math and science too.
Absolutely.
And that's, I mean, that is a good thing, for anyone that is an educator or has children that need to be educated. Yeah, it's so important.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I've always enjoyed cooking, so my daughter has been in the kitchen with me since she was in her high chair.
I love that. That is awesome. Okay, so let's prep our pineapple. So now we've got the half the pineapple, and then here is where you're going to kind of line it up with the core,
Right.
and then just add pressure and rock back and forth. And even I'm kind of tall. I'm like 5'7". I still get on my tippy toes just for like the leverage.
Sure.
And just go all the way down. And then what you want to do is that base, because that base, just like with the cup slicer, it popped the food up. Well, the base is going to do the same thing for us here. It's going to pop it up.
Okay. And that base is part of the that unit with
The pineapple wedger.
yeah. And so it also takes off for you the sides. That's always
Exactly. So
mm,
you have this left, and then you have the good stuff.
right.
So another little hack, you can get um, your apple wedger. This will help you just a little bit too. Get your apple wedger and just kind of line it up,
Okay.
go down, and then it'll give you all
Weird.
these, and then you can cut those, boom, 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 and be done, and put them in whatever you're putting it in.
I
Okay.
didn't just put those on little skewers and let the kids eat it like that.
You could, yes.
Little a snack. It's
Mm-hmm.
summer.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop them in. I can do the rest in a little bit. But now let's make the dough. So right now you've got,
Strawberries or kiwi. Oh, it's beautiful.
right? It is. I wish you could taste it. It is so good.
So
So now we need a little lime zest. We need the lime juice, and we need some honey. Okay, so for the zester, we have a like a traditional looking zester. This is called our cup zester. I love this because one, you've got all of this room, all of that surface area to work with, and then it captures it in this cup where it's not all over your counter and stuff. And it has like you could also I use this a lot actually for Parmesan if I need like just a little bit of Parmesan
huh?
and do it. It comes with this little tool, like when the parm gets really small, just pop it on there and you can still
Oh
do.
yes.
Yeah. Okay, so out. So now just move it around. You just have so much more room with this.
You do.
And just be careful because this is sharp, so you would want to pay attention to what you're doing.
So someone like me who loves to cook, these
Mm-hmm.
are really fun tools. But someone who doesn't like to cook or may not even really know how, this is also such a wonderful resource for them. Having these tools in the kitchen
Mm-hmm.
makes cooking so much easier.
It does.
Fun.
It really does. And I don't know where my personal disconnect was before I started cooking. Yes, I was busy. I was tired. And maybe I guess I didn't have any confidence that I knew what I was doing because I really didn't at that point in my life. Um, okay, so now I don't know if you can see that you can see it down there, but what you want to do before you go to take it out is turn this. I'll show it to you in just a sec. There's a little bit left. Hold on. So it kind of gets stuck up in here, if you turn this, it kind of like scrapes it
Yes.
and fall into the cup.
Perfect.
Okay, so we're going to put this in our little cup. Now we want to juice this little guy. We got our
Oh, the juicer. Yes.
pretty nifty. It will squeeze the tar out of this. And make sure you put your open fruit down because you don't want to put it, this way because you could get it in your eye, which would not be cool.
Yeah, not everyone has glasses like we do to show.
Right? I know our little goggles, our safety goggles while we're so we can see and protect all the time. And then the last thing we need are 2 teaspoons of honey. And I don't know about you, I am a huge sweet tooth. I try not to overdo it on the sweets. Yeah, right.
I know I'm the chocolate lover, so yeah, you do.
Yes, exactly. Oh, this is one of my love languages. 100%. Okay. I wish you could smell it too and taste it.
And we need smell-o-vision.
Oh,
I'm always showing different fragrances that we have with our company, and it's like, well, you can't smell it, but trust me, it really smells great. And
exactly.
the notes are, and I can help a little bit.
So just pop it in there, stir it around. Yeah, I'm going to add the rest of the pineapple. I mean,
Spatula.
it to see.
I love the spatula. I that's like one of my favorite tools. I like the really big one that's like the spoon.
Oh.
Yeah, I love that. My daughter likes the middle size. Yeah, and then we use the small one for, different things out of.
I actually, it doesn't make sense, but these are my favorite, even though sometimes you get the big one because you've got lots of stuff, but still, I've got like 4 of these sitting over there.
My daughter
Large, medium.
I love the big one. I mean, it's the spoon.
It's crazy. All right. I know, again, you can't smell it and taste it, but it's
gorgeous. It's like you're ready for a summer picnic somewhere. Summer potluck.
Yes. There you go. Nice and cool.
Cold. I love that. I love that. Wow. Thank you so much, Robin. So I know I'm gonna mimic this tonight.
Yeah.
I don't have all of the tools, but like I said, I'm in the kitchen all the time. But I know all of the viewers here are gonna want to get those tools. So I'm going to put your information and below because everyone's gonna want this treat. I mean, right? Who doesn't want this? Today was so much fun. It was literally a treat for all of us. And easy, balanced meals. It's so easy to do when you have the right tool. So yeah. So thank you so much, Robin.
Thank you.
Anyone else here, be sure that you go below to connect with Robin and take your directly, it's your website link.
That is correct.
Yeah. And then, of course, if you're not subscribed here to this channel, be sure that you push that button because I'm always here keeping you royal in so many ways. Bye for now.
All right.